So we get often asked just like, where do I start with my training? Or, my dog's having problems with X, Y, and Z. And, it's a hard thing to answer, right? Especially if we don't see the dog. But generally speaking, most of the time what we see is a lack of understanding on the dog's part. So one thing that I would ask most people is, if you say good to your dog, if you say good, right, and they're not directly looking at you, if you say good, do they look up, right? Do they go up? If they don't do that, they don't understand what good means. And when they don't understand what good means, it means that there's not clear communication on board, right? I mean, and we see this all the time. People come in, they might have done some training with their dogs, which I think is fantastic, right? They're trying, they're putting effort in, which is amazing. Like, we want to see more of that. But there is a lack of understanding in clear communication on the dog's terms. And again, what we want to be thinking about is developing these basic skills, because that's what's going to give us the ability to communicate with our dogs and let them know when they're on the right path for something. Okay? And we can also add in, obviously, other markers as well. We work that all the time, right? Through play games, food games, things like that. But if you say good and your dog doesn't look up to you, that's the first place to start. We need to build value in these words so that when you say them, your dog is like, huh? I know exactly what to do next, or exactly what this means. And that's how you're going to start working on the problem behaviors. That's how you're going to start changing behaviors. That's how you're going to start. That's how you're going to start creating behaviors. Okay, changing state of mind. It's going to start there. And yes, there are definitely other aspects. Lifestyle components. What does your dog do throughout the day? Are they impulsive? Are they pushy? Are they demanding? These are all things that you want to be examining, because if your dog practices all those things, right, it's going to add to the problem behaviors that you are experiencing. Okay, so start with good, right? I mean, this is the thing that we start with every single dog coming into our training center, is building up a marker system. Good and yes. Good, I give food to the dog. Yes, they come to me to get some food, okay? And those two things mean two different things. Good means keep doing what you're doing, right? Yes means you're done with the task. Come to me to get some food, okay? They're very specific, and they mean different things, but these are going to be two words that are incredibly helpful for, again, changing behaviors, shaping behaviors, and teaching new behaviors or new ways of coping with things. And again, this is the thing that we most often see missing when people are coming to us for their dogs or asking us questions online. How do I work with this behavior? Okay. And again, oftentimes that's the thing that's missing. So check it out, right? Look at your dog, or have your dog be looking away from you and say good, and then do they look at you? And if they don't, that's where you want to start, all right? And you want to work them for their meals a couple times a day. Good food, good food, good food. Do that over and over and over and over until you say good and they're like, huh? And then, then you can start to progress and move on to something else. All right, so good markers. That's where you got to start.